On this particular design, we're also going to be using the Ultra Crystal Clear Artisan Professional Powder. I have also brought in a couple of our effects, glitters, that we can add into the Artisan Ultra Crystal Clear. And then I'm also going to be using one of our neon color acrylics. And as a design element, we're going to be using some of the polymer clay pieces. One of the nice things about using these is that you don't have to be an artistic person. Maybe you can't draw a flower or even a stick figure, but with the clay pieces, you are able to bring those into a design and create something really beautiful very simply. So I have my nail prepped and my form has been applied, and on this nail we're just going to do a traditional square free edge. So I want my background to really kind of pop a little bit. And so on this one, I'm going to be doing a like a French design. So I'm going to be picking up my neon, and this is the neon yellow, and I'm going to be placing that at my free edge. And the neon yellow is kind of like a really bright chartreuse kind of a color. It's very pretty and very, very versatile. So I'm just bringing that in, and I'm just going to start to bring it down and fade it into the nail. So I want to make sure that this color goes sidewall to sidewall. So I'm going to be placing some additional on the side here and carrying that all the way into my sidewall. And feather it down, and in essence I'm creating a smile line with this color. Now keep this element very thin to the nail. We don't want to build up a lot of thickness here because we don't want our nail to be extremely thick due to the design element. Now I'm going to take some of my clay pieces and I'm going to start to lay them into this design. So I'm going to take one of the blue ones and place a blue flower. I'm going to place it there, and I'm going to start picking up a little bit of glitter with some clear and placing it down, and then I'll pick up my next clay piece and place it into that glitter as well, and that will help to hold it in place as well as create the background for my design. So I'm going to pick up this time a little bit of the green, and I'm going to place that down, pressing the pieces into it. Another trick when you are working with these pieces is to use your brush or your brush handle and come up underneath them and bend them a little bit before you put them onto the nail. What that's going to do is it'll help them to lay smoother to the nail plate and conform better to the design that you're putting in. So I'm also going to pick up just a little bit more of the green, and I'm going to place it over here, blending it up into and behind. One of the nice things too that's about these clay is that the design goes completely through the clay piece. So as you're filing, if you do file into a clay piece, it's not going to ruin your overall design because it's just going to enhance it even more. Then I'm going to pick up another element of the flower. And place that onto the nail. And then as this is curing, I'm going to start to really press these into the nail. Pressing them so that they contour in nice and even. Now I'm going to come in with just a little bit of just clear, and I'm going to place it onto the nail. And I have here a butterfly element that I'm going to place up here so that the butterfly is floating up over the flowers. Next, I'm just going to take my clear and I'm going to encapsulate the entire design with the clear. One of the nice things about doing something along this line as well is that when the client comes in for a fill, all you have to do is just a traditional clear fill. You don't have to do a lot of additional work to the nail. And the first fill is very quick and easy, and it doesn't take a lot of your time. When they come in for their second fill, then you might have to come in and add a few flowers around the line, maybe a little bit more glitter, but they can actually wear this design for quite a while. And then I'm going to come back over my free edge and I'm going to place some clear acrylic there, working it side to side and then bringing it up over the entire design. Check out your stress point, make sure that your stress area is completely covered, and then you'll continue working down the nail until you've completed all 10 nails. Once that acrylic has cured for a little bit, you're going to come back in and set your C-curve. Generally, when I'm working with a fast set acrylic, I will come in and I would sculpt my next nail, and then once this one is sculpted, I would come back to this one and start to push in my C-curve. You want to set your C-curve once the surface has gotten beyond that sticky residue stage and is in the thick gel molding stage, so that when you press in on the sides, it's not going to distort your design. Okay, once that has set, I'm going to come in with the sides of my fingers and I'm going to come in from the sidewall and I'm just going to roll down and taper that nail into the shape that I desire. This is going to add a tremendous amount of strength to the overall structure of the nail, as well as create a more tapered, slender nail for you, so that when you start doing your filing, you're not filing into your strength and removing the strength, which ultimately will cause additional breakage.